Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Kurupt.
Yeah, buddy.
Man.
What's up, Uncle Will?
What's up, King?
I mean, I'm just enjoying,
Right.
Living, loving.
Right.
I can't complain, man. We seen it. We seen a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we seen a lot. So it feels good to still be here.
Right. We grew up in the golden era.
Oh my God.
You know, how satisfying is that to know that you grew up at a time when your sport was considered to be at its height?
One thing I'm proud of is during our era, we had to work. Nothing was given. I'm not saying that it's given to the young folk nowadays, but we had to really work. It was a lot going on. So it was a lot of struggle and all the rest of that. And we had to earn what we got. So it feels good to be where we are. For me, it feels great because I earned it. And it's something about earning it that just makes you feel a lot, it's real special to still be accepted and loved. So, it feels great to be a part of that era. That era was very educational.
Yeah.
Taught us a lot about the business and about music in general. It taught us a lot about, we grew up, we was all young and just young, dumb, and full of cum. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up. That was the era that helped us to learn from mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes and we survived them. Because a lot of people don't survive the mistakes that they go through. Some people just make one and be taken out the game, So yeah, it feels great to be here and to be able to speak on it, give a living testimony to, being a part of it, struggle and strife, and still be here going strong.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And speaking of us being so young, what would a 1993 Ricardo Brown say to a 2025 Ricardo Brown, as in terms of where you're at now and how you think today versus the way you did when you were, back in that day?
I would tell Ricardo now, my bad. Yeah, my bad. All them bad decisions that boy made, you know what I'm saying? And because he ain't know no better. He was trying to figure it out. That was the era where you had to, what a timeline that you had to figure it out. You had to find who you were. You didn't even know who you was yet. So it's like I would say, my bad, man. I know I could have made a lot better decisions back then and paid attention more, and concentrated more because, you be around so much that influences you, bad and good. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time you listen to the bad influences. When you're that age, you're so influenced. So it's like, I would tell him, my bad, man. I could have done it better, but hey, I'm proud of you and congratulations. You made it.
Real talk. You made it, man. You made it, because a lot, that's what I say a lot, man. A lot of people that did a lot less than what I did, they didn't make it, man. And some of them did something the very first time and got their head knocked off.
Whether it be put down or whether it be put in the penitentiary or whether it be, what do? They discredit you. Your credit is gone. One mistake. It's just like a hit record. One hit record, one song could change your life. One mistake could change your life. So it's like we're so privileged that God blessed us through our trial and error to where the mistakes we did make, God got us out of them. We all been arrested and stuff like that and been in the police custodies and all and got back home and got back to it. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people, don't get that opportunity. That one mistake took them down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're blessed. And, me and Dog talk about this all the time, about nowadays, how we got to take advantage of this privilege of still being here, being able to make this music still, film still, and still, we have a career. A lot of people have jobs, but we have a career. Nobody thought that hip hop would be like this, where it's an actual career like sports,
Never thought
being
that
a
hip hop
lawyer.
take it this far.
Man, they never knew that, man. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and it's like we have a real actual career. And Dog's like, look at what I do. I don't just stay in this one zone. He was like, you gotta wear many hats. So, I'm in this zone, I'm in that zone, I'm in this zone, I'm in that zone, television. I'm in every one of these zones. You know why? Because I'm blessed to be able to be here, to be in those zones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take advantage of what God has blessed me with, which is people notice my talent, I'm gonna give them my talent. And that's just it, because our talent is what we have. That's our money. That's our bread and butter. Some people's money is knowledge. Our money is knowledge of talent, entertainment, and the business and the game, which is another thing because we learned the business of it. Now we can get paid.
What did your wife? I know she loves this new Kurupt, but what did but what did your
Yeah.
wife think about the music that you made early on? Some of the music you made early on when you were speaking on women.
My wife really don't trip. You know what I'm saying? She be like, hey, she be like, hey, that's she don't even really trip off of none of those things right there. But she loves the new direction,
The growth.
the growth. She loves the grown Corrupt. You know what I'm saying? She was like, hey, I was dancing to your music back in the days. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? They all love it. But she's like, I like this growth. I'm 52 years old, so they can't be rapping about a bunch of bitches and hoes and fucking dumping on
Yeah.
people, shooting
Every
people and shit. Who
yeah.
does that? 52 years
Everybody
old.
everybody evolved. Even Prince. Prince didn't make the same type of music at 50 that he made when he was 18. He
Exactly.
yeah,
Because
he
you remember Prince at
I
18.
remember Darling Nikki. I
Yeah,
remember,
so
the
met this girl named Nikki.
yeah.
I bet you said,
Yeah,
man, he was making that. Then he went up to this, and then he went up to that, and then I mean that's life, though. You know
it's
what I'm saying?
evolution.
Yeah, music. You know what else is great, Unc? Is the fact that people they watched us grow. They watched us grow. And that's what music and film does with a person, being a celebrity and things of that sort, is because they get a front seat ticket of your entire life perils, your ups, your downs, your highs, your lows, left, rights. They get to see it like like a movie. It's a movie. And they watch us as we fall and as we grow, as we fall, as we go up, as we go down. And they watch us survive it. You know what I'm saying? And they watch it when we lose. So it's like,
Mm.
I can look at all my past stuff and just follow my life from right there. Like I remember, oh, right here, oh, I really fucked up during this time, man. Oh man, I made it out of there. And every song, every record I made, from the Chronic till now, is a chapter in my life.
How did the whole movement come about with you to reconnect with Snoop to put out your new album on Deathrow Records with Snoop in charge now? And what is that like now? What is that like? Having Snoop, at the front as the general, as opposed to Suge.
Dog's a nurturer. You see what I'm saying? Dog, what he does with Death Row, uh, is it's a feeling. It's just it's different in a feeling, and it's just like He allows everybody to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't interfere with that. Hey, it's your world. Go for it. And he always adds into it. Suge would do that too. He never bothered us. And he would just, so it's not about the difference. I don't see the difference. I just see that, now we're in more control of everything uh, that is Deathrow than before. We had no control before of anything Death Row. It was just us, and then it was just Death Row, even though we was on Death Row. Here, Death Row is more like we're more in tune and a part of what's going on actually with Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So Dog is more of allowing everybody to be inside the circle of what's really going on. You know what I mean? 'Cause both eras is making our life. The first era created us, made our lives. Without Suge, we wouldn't be here right now today like we are, hands down. You know what I'm saying? And now Dog has it. This is just showing you the progression of life. And now Dog has it. He's taking the reins and going further with it, going to where he's going with it. This is a very big thing. And he's coming back grabbing the originals. He has the new. He's mixing it all up like gumbo, you know what I'm saying? And Dog came to me and said, Kurupt, it's your turn. So first thing he did was, got my Death Row. Well, first thing he did was got me a part of Snoop Dogg management. So he started managing me with my wife. And after that, the first management move was to get me my Death Row situation. Boop. The second part of the management was to get me booked and things, to keep me working and get me paid the way I should be paid, the level I should be paid, I should say. So those are the first two things he brought to the table. Then he put together my clothing line, Kurupt clothing line. So Snoop and his clothing team put together the clothing line, which I think is pretty nice, if I might say. You understand me? It's our summertime woo wop. We finna come with the wintertime woo wop. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it is, where Suge just lets you do what you do, but he was always there for you if you needed him, but you just do what you do. Where Dog is hands-on with the making sure management is good, making sure this is good, making sure that is good, this good.
So Snoop, the major difference is Snoop is a little bit more proactive about bringing things to the table and saying, "Hey, I think this is a good look for you. This is a good look. Hey, I got this. What do you think about that?"
I mean, I think both of them was doing that because Suge brought things to the table like that too. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is Snoop's attitude towards things. You know what I'm saying? His attitude is different than Simon's. You know, Simon was about no, not he was. Simon was real. You know what I'm saying? And Dog is real, but Dog is just a businessman about his. He's different. He ain't fooling with all the rest of that shit and the whoop wop the wham and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. All I see, cuz, is that Death Row is back. Dog is in the leadership chair, and it feels great. You know what I'm saying? It looks great. You know what I'm saying? And that's really just the bottom line.